Hello and welcome to Game 5 between me playing my Bant and Mario playing his Mono Black. Mario mulligans down to 6 this game. He goes first and casts a Duress, making me discard a Farseek. I put down a tapped Sacred Foundry. Mario simply puts down a Dragon Skull Summit. I lay down the Sulphur Falls and play an Augur Bolus, revealing a Farseek and putting it in my hand. Mario plays a Swamp and then Duress, choosing to discard the Azorius Charm. I put a Sunpetal Grove and cast a Farseek, getting a Hollowed Fountain. I then go in for 1. Mario puts down a third Swamp and ends the turn. I lay down a Clifftop Retreat and follow it up with a Thragtusk. He lays down his 5th land and casts a Liliana of the Dark Realms, using her -3 ability and killing my Thragtusk. I play a Glacial Fortress and attack with my team. Mario casts his 3rd Duress and discards a Dissipate. I put down a Plains and bring Mario down to 10. He then taps 4 and casts a Mutilate, giving -4/-4 to all creatures. I just put down a tapped Breeding Pool. A Vampire Nighthawk hits the table on Mario's side. I just put a Clifftop Retreat. Mario casts a Liliana of the Dark Realms. Using her +1 ability, gets himself a Blood Crypt. He then attacks me with his Nighthawk, gaining 2 life from the lifelink. He then finishes it off with a Blood Crypt tapped. I just play land go. Mario casts a Slaughter Games, naming Sphinx's Revelation. He puts a land and then +1's Liliana, getting himself a Swamp and attacking me for 2. I flash in a Restoration Angel and block the Vampire. I cast a Farseek, getting myself a Temple Garden. I follow that up with a tapped Steam Vents and end the turn. Mario puts down his 8th land and casts a Grizzlebrand. He then +1's Liliana and gets himself a Swamp. I draw a card and end my turn. He then -6's his Liliana, getting an emblem where he can make all his swamps give him 4 black mana. He then goes into the red zone with his Grizzlebrand. I tap 4 and flash in Arresto, blocking his Grizzlebrand. I cast a Farseek, getting myself a Hollowed Fountain. Mario plays a Swamp and uses Grizzlebrand's ability, paying 7 life and drawing 7 cards. He then uses his ability again, paying another 7 and drawing another 7 cards. Afterwards, he casts a Pithing Needle, naming Wolfrun. He then summons a Crypt Ghast, and then a Vampire Nighthawk, extorting me for 1. He uses Grizzlebrand's ability, going down to 1 and draws 7 cards. He plays a 2nd Crypt Ghast and extorts. Finally, he attacks me in the air for 7. I simply pass my turn. Mario plays a Swamp and is curious to see what my 1 card is, so he plays a Duress. He then seizes a Restoration Angel. He goes to 2 with Grizzlebrand's ability and draws 7 cards. After much time and calculation, he taps everything and casts a Rakdos Return for 52.